Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing great tonight. Tonight I'll be doing this quick, easy, simple manicure here for St. Patrick's Day, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So let's get started. These are the nail polishes that I would be using for tonight's manicure. I have my two shades of green as well as my black lacquer for stamping and my favorite top coat, which is a fast drying top coat. We will also need the following. I have my stamping plate that I'll be needing for my little stamping designs, my scraper, and my stamper. I also have a little lint roller here that I use to clean my stamper, and I also have a cotton claw with a piece of cotton on the end there to clean my stamping plate. We will also need to decorate our nails. Some jewelry. I have two different sizes here. I have actually used the smaller ones for the fingertips there with green and the larger one for the ring finger. I have a scissor in which I've used to cut my striping tape. If you do not have striping tape, go ahead, feel free to use masking tape or scotch tape. You just need to cut 16 little strips going across your nails. You'll also need a tweezer to remove those striping tapes, and I have myself here a wax pencil to help me pick up those jewelry. The last and final tools you'll be needing. For cleanup time, you can use your nail polish pen remover as I have, and if you don't have one of these, you can just grab onto a Q-tip or a brush like this and some pure acetone to clean up around your fingers. We'll also need the acetone to clean your stamping plate as we go along. So now that we have everything at hand, let's begin our manicure. I have already prepped my nails with my base coat, which is the Princessa green here. It's like a lime green. I love this color. It's nice and bright. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do that French tip here in the darkest shade green, which is from Wet n Wild. And again, these things would be listed in the description box as we go along. I'll also try and list them at the bottom as I go along, but you could find details on them in the description box. So we're going to need 16 pieces of striping tapes for both hands. We're going to need 8 for one hand. So I have already pre-cut those to get them out of the way, less trouble, and you should do the same. It's very easy that way. And what we're going to do is we're going to line them up 2 per nail. So the easiest way I found to do this is get yourself a nice pair of tweezers, and we're just going to pull them out because they're already pre-cut. And the first one should be not quite halfway down the nail, but maybe 1/3. Maybe that's a good length there, 1/3. And you're just going to press it down, make sure it's nice and straight. And this one is a little bit twisted, so I'm just going to peel it up and straighten it out. So make sure that's nice and straight. Press it down to make sure there's no bumps that nail polish could go to when we start applying the nail polish to it. And then the second piece would go right above. So you just basically want that little clear, tiny stripe in the middle there. So that's going to come out. Keep that green as you could see in this one here. And again, you're just going to press down. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these to the next 3 nails because we're going to keep this one without it. Usually this is my accent finger, which I decorate the most, but I found that it just looks a little better keeping that one simple this time around. So we're not going to do the French tip on that in green. We're just going to keep that one simple. So today we're just going to put the striping tapes on these. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so I've already put my striping tape down and we're ready to polish. So the thing you need to know is we have to polish one nail at a time and pull the striping tape out immediately. Striping tapes are great for straight lines, but if you let the polish set in and you try to pull it out, they will peel the polish off. So I prefer to do one nail at a time and pull them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my little napkin here ready. And as I'm pulling them out, I'm just going to place them on this napkin. And it's going to probably look a little bit messy, guys, but that's what it is, okay? So we're gonna work fast on this. Just shaking up my nail polish here a little bit. We're gonna work fast on this and make sure that's nice and really stuck to your nails here so you can get nice straight lines. And have your tweezer ready to pull these tapes out. So I'm going to start with the pinky finger, the furthest finger away, so you can see that. And then remove the striping tapes immediately. And once we have those tips ready, they have to dry for a little bit. So what I'm going to do at this point while they're drying is I'm going to go ahead and place this one jewel on here. So get some top coat ready. That's the way I place it. We're going to get some top coat, stick the jewel on top, and then apply more top coat above that. We're going to apply a lot of top coat tonight. You'll see me doing that because this particular jewel is a little bit bigger, and as you could see, if I turn it on the side, it's a little bit more bumpy. So I want to definitely seal that in pretty well. So I'm probably going to do about 3 layers of top coat as we go along on this. But right now, let's just work on applying that one jewel. And just to let you guys know, I got this wheel on eBay. As you know, my favorite shopping site is eBay because things are very, very nice and reasonable there. And I usually put a little tape on it just to keep things from flying all over in the event it turns and open up. But if you can see this, it comes in 3 different sizes and they're beautiful. They have a kind of iridescent look to it. Actually, it's green and pink, this particular set here. So I'm going to use the medium one instead of the large one. I tried the large one and it was just really horrible looking, too big. So I'm just gonna use the medium one here, and this is the wax pen that I showed you guys before. Very good for picking up these little things. So I'm applying 1 layer of top coat, not just to the jewel but a whole layer of top coat there. Put the little jewel in the middle of the bottom, and I'm just gonna tap it in. And I'll let that sit for just a couple seconds and we'll do one more top coat on it. Let me check these by the time, and these are not ready. They're not perfectly tap dry, so we have to wait for that to become tap dry enough to stamp. Otherwise, the stamper is just gonna squish it all up and mess it up. So let me go ahead by the time again. Apply my top coat on the jewel, around the jewel, and being that this is such a big jewel, I am gonna be very generous with my top coat, especially around it to secure it. And we'll just wait a couple minutes until these are dry, and they're still not quite ready, so let's be patient and hold off for a little bit. So my nails are nice and tap dry right now, so we can move on to stamping. And tonight I'll be using my jumbo plate from Cheeky, and it's plate E, and this could be found on Amazon.com, and I will be using this image right here. I'll also be stamping with my Kleancolor nail lacquer in black. So let's get stamping. I'm just going to take that and line it up to the edge of the nail. Let me see if I could show you guys, but I want that flower more to the side here. So that's one. We need just a little bit of leaves at the bottom here, so I'm just going to go back and stamp over it. Just the leaves, I'm going to go back and stamp. So I'm not even going to do the whole image here. As you can see, I'll be just covering the leaves part at the bottom. Clean my stamper really quick. There it is, and I'm just going to put my leaves on there. And there you have that image. So let's move on, and we're going to do the same for the rest of the nails. So that's all the stamping we're going to do for tonight. We're going to keep it nice and simple and very elegant looking. So the next step we're going to do is add our little jewels on here. But before we do that, I'm going to hit this one with one coat of top dry. Again, like I said, we'll be applying top dry to that one a couple times tonight. So let me do that right away. And I also have my jewels ready. This was given to me, so I don't know where it was bought from, and I don't know how much it costs, but I do know you can pick these up on Amazon or eBay as well. There's tons of jewel wheels out there, and they're very reasonable, so you know, you can find these anywhere. So I'll be using one for each nail here, and let me just top coat this one again really quick before we move on, because like I said, this is a bigger jewel and I don't want it to fall off as the days go by, so I'm just securing that really well tonight. And what we're gonna do is, I don't know how well you could see the images here, they're very nice and small, but it has a little circle right in there. That's where I'm gonna place the jewel, right in the middle of those little circles in there. So we're gonna need our top coat and just put a tiny bit on there. And go ahead and place your jewels in. You can hold them down or tap them down. I usually like to go back and give them a little tap down and make sure that it's secured. Once the jewels have been placed, go ahead and top coat the rest of your nails. Again, don't pass the brush twice over the images because you could really distort them. They would kind of melt and pull on you, so be generous with your top coat. Don't let it drag. And don't forget to cap the ends of your nails, guys. That's really important because that really helps the nail polish from chipping. And I always say I like to go over my jewels just to secure them, and it actually works for me. Going over them with a lot of the top coat really doesn't pull them out as quickly as if you don't do that. And again, I'm going to run over that big old jewel on this finger here. That's pretty much it for the manicure itself. Now it's cleanup time, so go ahead. I'm going to use my nail polish remover pen here that I have. If you don't have this, grab some acetone nail and a brush, or if you have a Q-tip, it works just as fine. And go ahead and clean up anywhere that you might have smudged. I've smudged here and on my thumb, so I'm just going to do that really quick. And we'll be done. And that's it. We're all done. Quick and easy and elegant manicure for St. Patrick's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming videos as well. And if anyone has any questions out there, feel free to contact me. My email address will be listed at the bottom with my other pages as well. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.